Are we going there? I guess we're going there. So let's talk about Starlight Glimmer, in particular her reformation. Ever since the Season 5 finale premiered and we have a full understanding of antagonist Starlight Glimmer, there's been many complaints that she was reformed too fast, or that she should have stayed a villain, or should have been a flying spaghetti monster.
Do you believe in a flying spaghetti monster too, Bubblehead?
And to be honest, it was probably more complicated than that, because Starlight is a unique antagonist, kind of. What makes Starlight such an outlier in this whole villain thing is that she's not really OP. She just has a bias against cutie marks and wanted to reflect that in a society that understood how evil cutie marks could be. She felt like she was wrong and wanted a place that guaranteed her acceptance. In a way, her revenge on Twilight was petty because she didn't really understand how much she was affecting Equestria.
I was perfectly happy before you and your friends ruined what I built!
She just wanted Twilight to feel how lonely she was. She's not bent on world domination, she's just bitter and doesn't want to be alone. Though trying to control others into adapting this philosophy wasn't the smartest thing. It just kind of proved that, this idea, kind of like communism, looks good on paper, but in reality cannot be achieved without manipulation. So keeping that in mind, that might have been why her reformation was so fast. Because at the end of the day, that's all she really wanted, to be accepted. One of the main problems with the sudden tone of how this was executed is that besides for her 2 episodes, we don't really get any time with Starlight to deeply explore who she is as a character during these transitional periods. Oh, here she is doing a thing. Oh, here she is doing another thing, I guess. Okay, she's good now. Whatever. Why the similar character arc works a little better with Sunset Shimmer is because we've had all this runtime to explore her. While her motivations in the first movie were rather weak, in the second one we get used to her changing attitude and end up liking her because she's trying to be good. Did we get that with Starlight? Nah, nope. Sorry, Sunset got friendzone. So if we had the same amount of time with Starlight, the reformation would have been a little less forced. We had all this time in Season 5 for a Yak episode and no, Zuko alone episode. Okay. The lack of punishment that Starlight receives also leaves a bittersweet feeling in many people's mouths. Discord and Zone for 1,000 years, and then another year. Nightmare Moon for 1,000 years.
So many friends on the moon for me.
Sunset Shimmer had to rebuild the fucking school. Starlight? Oh, she said her sorry? Let's have a parade! Whee, parade. You see my point? In order to make this more believable, she should have had to earn her place as Twilight's friend, not just get it automatically. If she had worked to prove that she had changed, people might not question it as much. So all this in mind, the show handled it a little fast, though given Starlight's motivation of wanting a support system, it can be justified. It was just kind of sudden. Just a little bit. In general, I think people's disdain with Starlight being reformed over the course of about 20 minutes stems from the need to see a recurring villain. We seem to already have 2 villains that probably aren't going to be reformed, but come on, how often do they show up, besides the comics, again? We need one of those guys to be a bigger threat, or even someone new to be that threat. Again, we've had so many villains be reformed, it's starting to hurt the believability of the narrative.